We went on our very first cruise last year on Iona, and since then we've sailed 3 times on her and we fell in love with her. So when we boarded Arvia, we had one big question: could anything replace our first cruise ship? Over the next 7 days, we compared the restaurants, food, indoor and outdoor spaces and the atmosphere. But by the end of the cruise, Charlotte had already made up her mind, and her answer surprised us.
On the deck, the sun is high, sea breeze, it's you and I, buffet lines, grab a plate, this cruise life feels so great, yeah. I'm on a cruise, a life so sweet, dancing waves beneath my feet, midnight skies.
So I would say it's like a little bit darker than Iona in terms of it's all kind of gold and browns and kind of, trying to go for that sort of more kind of luxurious feel, I would say. I like it, and I can't make up my mind whether I like it better than Iona or whether it's just the fact that it's different. First, we weren't quite sure about Arvia's Atrium. After 3 cruises on Iona, it felt much darker and very different. By the end of the week, it had become one of our favourite places to relax, and Charlotte loved sitting there with a mocktail, watching the world go by, and of course plotting where her next duck was going to be hidden. Another change in the Atrium was quite small. The Emerald Bar on Iona was now the Amber Lounge on Arvia.
Stars above are calling me. Lounge by the pool, just take the time. The ship's away.
We genuinely couldn't believe how different the shopping area felt on Arvia. It's not something we'd normally get excited about, but the shops felt brighter and more modern and a lot more inviting than those on Iona. It was definitely a big thumbs up from all of us. Very different, actually.
It's very different. A lot nicer, I think.
The shops are nicer.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the dining rooms. One of the biggest differences between the 2 ships is that Arvia has just 2 main dining rooms, Meridian and Zenith, compared to Iona's 4, Pearl, Coral, Aqua and Opal. Interestingly, this was one area we actually preferred Iona. Its dining rooms felt brighter and more spacious and just a little bit more special. Perhaps it was the lighter decor, or maybe even something as simple as there being no tablecloths in Meridian. But for us, the dining experience on Iona just had the edge. In place of the Aqua MDR on Iona, Arvia has the 6th Street Diner. We absolutely loved this restaurant. It felt bright and lively and with great atmosphere, making it a fantastic choice for families, we thought. Charlotte certainly approved and thoroughly enjoyed her evening there, especially the milkshake. We have to say we weren't quite as convinced by that, but as long as Charlotte's happy, then we're happy.
Charlotte, what do you seem to have there? Is that a milkshake? Are you enjoying that?
Undoubtedly, one of our favourite dining experiences on Arvia was Green & Co, featuring Mizuana. On Iona, This space is home to the popular Olive Grove, but for us, Green & Co felt like a real upgrade. The food was absolutely excellent and the atmosphere was fantastic. It ended up being one of the highlights of our week on board. There is an Olive Grove on Arvia. It's in place of the Opal MDR on Iona. We just didn't get time to visit this time around. Another small difference between the two ships can be found at the quays, which is a particular favourite of ours. On both Arvia and Iona, they offer the favourites such as fish and chips and Asian fusion, but the third option is different. On Iona you'll find the American grill, whereas on Arvia it's a traditional roast station. Thankfully for Charlotte, her beloved katsu curry is available on both ships. And as for Alistair, well, one plate is never enough. On Iona it's fish and chips followed by a burger, and on Arvia fish and chips followed by a roast in a giant Yorkshire pudding. And just along the corridor there's Ripples. As long as there's ice cream, Charlotte is happy. Fortunately, Ripples is available on both ships, although we did think that the Arvia version looked just a little bit smarter. So let's take a look then at some of the food that we enjoyed on board of both ships. Now, if you've watched Travel with Charlotte for any length of time, you'll know that the food is a pretty important part of our cruises, especially for Charlotte. Whether it was Charlotte enjoying her favourite katsu curry or hot dogs in the SkyDome, meals in the main dining rooms or trying some of the specialty restaurants, you really are sport for choice on both ships. The truth is, we struggled to separate them. We enjoyed the food on both Arvia and Iona and never felt ourselves wishing we were on the other ship when it came to meal times. So for food, we're calling it a draw.
Mine, that is a panna cotta or what? How's your panna cotta?
It's big.
It's big. That's the biggest panna cotta I've ever seen.
I know, but you've got little toadstools.
Right. Short to myself. Charlotte, what have you got?
One place that Charlotte spent a lot of time in on both ships was Brodies. Well, that's the excuse we're making anyway. Looking back at the footage, we didn't realise just how different the two Brodies actually were. When comparing the two Brodies pubs, we discovered a rather unusual way of judging them. Not by the drinks or the entertainment or the atmosphere, but by the number of places available to hide ducks. Shh! No, that's not what he does. Don't do that.
You're not really doing a very good job. That's it.
Right. Shh.
Hey, don't look at it. Shh. Oh dear. You're going to... Oh, that's not your best hiding place.
And by that very scientific measure, Arvia was the clear winner. Charlotte found hiding places everywhere. But now looking back at the two, we did feel Arvia was a little bit cosier. And before we head outside, there's a couple of more differences that's worth mentioning. Firstly, the distilleries. On Iona you'll find the gin distillery, whereas on Arvia it's all about the rum. Another difference can be found in the cinema. While Iona has 4 cinema screens, Arvia has 3. The space for the 4th cinema has been transformed into Mission Control, a virtual reality experience.
I
Let's head outside. We were so lucky with the weather on Arvia. The outdoor areas are very similar, although on deck 18 is where you'll find the biggest difference. Arvia has the altitude skywalk, which looks great, but definitely a step too far for us. On Iona, the space is occupied by the golf nets instead. But for us, the real attraction was the panorama bar, where we could enjoy a nice drink with a sea view. Looking down at the infinity pool on deck 16, one of Arvia's standout features, we feel, is the adults-only swimming bar. It looked fantastic and was clearly very popular. In fact, it was so popular that every time we walked past, it seemed to be completely full. So unless we wanted to get in at 7 AM, which is when we filmed this, we decided to admire it from afar in the comfort of the panorama bar. For us, the real heart of both ships is the SkyDome. It does get really busy in both, and especially Arvia on this holiday, but it has a great atmosphere both day and night. Whilst Iona's SkyDome is really impressive, we felt Arvia really came into its own here. With the retractable roof, it made a huge difference, particularly as we were lucky enough to enjoy such gorgeous weather for our holiday. With the roof open, the whole area feels brighter and livelier, and it just had a real summer holiday feel. It was also where Charlotte discovered the hot dogs from Taste 360, which quickly became a daily favourite for her. And the sail away party from Southampton was brilliant. Looking back, many of our favourite memories from the cruise happened right here.
Louder. Louder. Do you know the words? Really easy. Really easy. Words go like this. La la.
Talk to Mummy and I'll do you
Charlotte, which... Charlotte, Iona or Arvia?
Arvia, the best.
Is Arvia the best? Yeah. Well, that's it then. Why?
Why do you like Arvia the best?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. So you like Arvia the best because of hot dogs?
Yeah.
Okay then.
But you can get hot dogs on Iona.
Oh no, you've told her.